Okay, ladies, welcome to week 5 research class. A happy Mother's Day for those of you who are moms. And I just want to say one thing that it's been, we're going into our 5th week. I've received notes from some of you that, when you've had a tough week and your assignment's going to be late, I'm fine with that. I understand that life gets in the way, and I prefer that you take care of yourselves. You'll get the degree done, and you'll get it done. So if you do have to be late with something, just let me know, and I have absolutely no problem with it. And usually if you do let me know in advance, I don't even take points off. Week 5 discussion. This week is all about quality improvement and evidence-based practice. And the one thing I want to say about that, just so you know, is that when you do your master's program, you usually do a little research. You do a research project, a capstone or a research project. And when you do a doctorate, you do a QI project. So they're very similar, but the research papers that you've read, you can see how they're set up, and from abstract to conclusion, they're all pretty much the same in how they're written up. And even if something is missing, they address it. They address that the hypothesis isn't there, or what type of hypothesis. They address their their conclusion. Everything is addressed from top to bottom. So you're starting to see that, I'm sure, as a pattern in all of the articles that you read, and we're addressing a lot of those. So this week, QI through evidence-based practice. So you're going to consider a problem in your practice that affects quality or safe care. Usually they're the same. And how can you as a nurse change this utilizing evidence-based practice? I've seen a couple really good examples already. I think Ashley had mentioned about the use of temporal thermometers or not using rectal thermometers, and how in her emergency room that's what they ended up using as rectal thermometers. And there's a lot of evidence-based practice and a lot of research on the best way to take a temp. So that's proven. And we want the safest care for our patients if we're dealing with sepsis especially. And then, let's see, that's the discussion. What do I do with the paper? Paper, yeah. Analyze a qualitative research article related to safety and in the professional interest area. It doesn't have to be the area you're in. You could just be interested in something, forensics, or if you're an L&D nurse and you're just kind of interested in what goes on in the emergency room, you can use any area that you'd like to use if you have a little bit of an interest in it. You want to write about the strengths and weaknesses of the article. Sometimes that shows up as barriers or no barriers, but the strengths and weaknesses are also the size maybe of the study, or if it was done in just one little area and it's rural, it might not apply to the general population. So those are the kinds of things you might want to put in strengths and weaknesses. You can use table 4.2 on page 70 of your book. This will help, and I'm sure it's just a cookbook that way, or a little bit more cookbook for you. And I just want to mention that in week 6, you have a 200.8 page paper. So you want to make sure week 5 is in on time so you can start working on week 6. I'm not stuck on 8 pages. I just want you to cover the topic, and it's going to be maybe a little lengthier than your usual 3-page paper. So as long as you get everything in, I'm like I said, I'm not stuck on the 8 pages per se, just on the, addressing the entire issue. So I hope that you have a good week, and if you need me, please call me, reach out, text me, email me. I love getting email, and I've had some from you, and as I said, please take care of yourselves, and you'll get this work done. So have a great week. Thank you.